Hello and welcome to Steamforged Games playthrough of Resident Evil 2 the board game. I'm your host Jamie and I'm joined today by Sherwin Matthews, the lead developer. So Sherwin, do you want to give us a run through of what we have to do?
Absolutely, we're going to play Leon and Claire and we're going to fight our way through to the Raccoon City Police Department here.
Fantastic, so should we jump straight into it?
Let's do it.
So Sherwin, I'm going to activate Leon and I'm going to try and get through to Gun Shop Kendo. So I guess I can go move forwards and do that?
Great idea, let's do that. So during a character's activation, there's 3 phases that we have to observe. The first one is action phase, and that's just like you've done now. We get to move as part of that. So the first step is we've moved into this square. Now you'll notice there's obviously enough space for 4 different characters in here if we wanted to.
Yep.
But being in such close proximity to a zombie is dangerous.
Yes.
So if you want to take another action, then you're going to have to try and dodge and try and avoid being hit.
Okay, so yeah, I'll try and dodge past it. So
cool.
I move
so
one
before
space
we
there.
move anywhere, we have to roll these dice. Now, if we have a quick look at the zombie's profile, you'll see that it tries to attack you. You get 3 blue dice to try and evade.
Okay.
And when you roll these dice, you're looking to avoid these blank ones, and you're trying to look at either one of the single hits or double hits to try and evade.
Fantastic. So we assume I roll this.
Yeah, perfect.
Is that a successful dodge?
Absolutely. Usually 1 hit to be able to do it.
Just one.
So
Any one.
Any one of them.
Fantastic. So I've dodged. I've made 2 actions.
Yep.
Can I keep going?
Absolutely. You've got 2 more.
So I'll move 1 to here.
Yep.
And then 1 more to get closer to the door.
Perfect. And that would be the end of the action phase. So now we move into the second phase, which is the reaction step, and that's when enemies get their chance to move and attack you.
Okay.
So any enemy in the same square as you will immediately try to attack you using its profile. Yeah, exactly. But again, much like with our dodge roll, you would now get to try and roll to evade the second attack. Okay. So for the purposes of this, let's assume that you roll all blank, because we can show how you take damage.
How I would probably play, yeah.
Absolutely. So if this hits you, then we have a look here and we see that the zombie does 1 damage if it hits you. So that will drop you down there.
Drop my condition down from fine to getting close to caution and danger.
Exactly. The second one, his zombie here, because it's not in the same square to attack you, and we can see here its range is 0, i.e. it's in the same square, it will now move towards you instead, and its movement we see here is 1, so it's just going to lurch forward over to here.
Fantastic.
And that's the reaction step over. All of these guys won't react because these doors here are closed and they can't see or hear you to know you're there.
Makes sense.
And the final step is the tension deck.
Okay.
The tension deck represents the sort of growing sense of fear that our survivors have as they're trying to make their way through the scenario. The crucial part is, if this runs out, then it's game over.
So we've got a bit of a time limit on the game.
We absolutely do. So you're going to draw one of these cards and see whether anything bad happens.
All clear. I assume that's good.
It's good this time.
Fantastic. Okay, so Sherwin, you're going to activate with Claire, I believe, so should we go into that one?
Absolutely. So much like Leon, I have 4 actions in my activation phase, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to pick up this item here, because we know that one of the items is the key that we need to get through this door.
Okay.
So the other important thing to note is there's this sinister corpse marker in this tile here. So the worrying thing here is it might reanimate and bite us. So before I do anything, I need to draw one of these cards from the tension deck and see whether it does so. It's all clear, which means for the moment, it doesn't bite. So we remove this, and I'm going to draw a card from the item deck. It's a green herb, so that drops right into my inventory. And we notice here on my card, it says I can hold up to 8 items.
Okay,
backpack icon.
So plenty to go.
Exactly. So now we move into the reaction step, obviously.
Yep.
And we notice there's no enemies on the same tile as me, so no reactions here. And this door is shut, which means these guys can't hear or see me for the moment. And obviously your guys...
I don't get bitten?
No, you're okay.
Phew.
So no reaction from the enemies, but we do still need to draw a card from the tension deck,
because it's
just
the end
like
of your
you did.
turn. Yes.
So let's hope we get nothing bad. Okay.
Oh, good.
Dodge it so far, but there are some bad cards in here, so we need to worry about those.
They're going to come up later, aren't they?
They are.
Okay, Sherwin, I want to try and shoot this zombie and get into the gun shop. So how do I do that?
Okay, well, it's back to your action phase, so let's go from there. If you have a look at your pistol here, you'll see that you can roll 1 of these blue dice for every every bullet you spend.
Okay,
and you've got 15 bullets.
So I'm going to spend as many as I can.
You can shoot up to 3 with a pistol.
Well, let's do that then.
Okay.
Down to 12.
Okay, so as we can see, same with the dodge. If you roll blanks, that basically hit the zombie, doesn't really do anything. A single one will result in a push, which we can see on here, and a double will cause 1 damage. And if we look at the zombie's profile, we'll see that 1 is enough to kill it.
1's enough to kill it. Okay.
We're going to not be too generous with you. We're just going to give you a push on this one.
Yeah.
So a push means that you've basically hit the zombie and it's going to stagger backwards, which means you can put it in any adjacent square to you.
Okay.
So let's push it back to here for the purposes of this.
That's my first action.
That's your first action, but we're not quite done yet. Because you fired a weapon, any enemy that is in the same tile as you or connected by an open door will now react by moving towards you.
Oh dear.
Here's the gunshot. So this zombie is going to creep up behind you.
Yeah.
And that's now resolved, so we move into our second action.
All right, I'm going to try and get into the gun shop, so I'm going to open the door.
You are. So let's remove this and put down one of these.
Okay.
So that door is now open, and because you've opened the door, you're placed on the other side.
Okay.
So one thing there, because you've entered a new room, we need to see whether it's populated by any enemies or not.
Okay.
So having a look at this map, we'll see that this is a green room. Now, green rooms are safe for the time being.
Oh, good.
You should be safe inside here.
Okay.
But a good idea might be to shut this door behind you so these enemies can't follow you through.
Can't follow me through and they don't react in the reaction
You've got
phase.
it.
Yep. So I'll spend my third action to close the door.
Absolutely. Let's replace that with that.
And my fourth action, I'll try and get closer towards that item. So can I go diagonally?
You can, because there's no walls in the way. You're not crossing over anything.
Fantastic. So
let's
I'll
put you there.
move there. And that is the end of my action phase.
It is. Reactions,
phase.
as you very cleverly did. These guys can't react now. They no longer can see or hear you, so you don't have to worry. But we do need to draw a card from the tension deck still. Good luck.
Oh, all clear. We're good. We're good.
Okay, we've got to stop burning through those good cards.
Yeah.
Okay, back to me.
Back over to you, Sherwin. So, Sherwin, it's Claire's activation. We need to get some more items, find this key. So, do you want to have a run through, see what we're doing?
Absolutely. So I'm going to start on my action step, and I'm going to try and move through. However, because I'm still in the same square as this corpse marker, I need to draw a card from the tension deck just to try and tiptoe over it. And ooh, our luck ran out.
Oh, it was bound to happen eventually.
So a couple of things will happen here first, because this is quite a sort of complex stream of events, so I'll just talk you through it. So the first thing that's going to happen is this corpse is going to reanimate and bite me, so I'll take 1 damage.
Okay.
But it's okay, because now I'm going to boot its head off down the alley and kill it.
Okay.
So we're going to at least remove that. So unorthodox way of killing the enemies.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the next thing happens is we resolve this Figure Mortis card. Now, looking at the text on this, the first part relates to enemies on the same tile, which we don't have. Okay. So the second one says that if there's no enemies, then we're going to spawn an enemy in the same square. So we're going to have a zombie appear, so it's crawled out from behind some garbage. So that action is now wasted because I got bitten.
Okay.
So it's now my second action, and I'm going to try and shoot the zombie just like you did there. But I'm not quite as gung-ho as you. I'm going to try and spend 1 bullet and see if I can headshot it to get rid of it.
Brave.
So I'm going to drop down to 14.
Okay.
I'm going to roll 1 of these dice, and I don't think we're lucky. Let's say I miss. Because I missed, it's going to bite me.
Oh,
so I'm going to drop down even worse to caution. Things aren't looking too good for me. So my last action, I'm going to just try and shoot it, and this time I'm going to use all 3 bullets.
Go full gung-ho.
Well, I think I need to, otherwise I might be dead soon. So this time round, I'm going to say that we rolled this. And that time we can now see that. 1 damage. My handgun is exactly the same as yours, so we'll do 1 damage, and the zombie, just as a reminder, can only take 1 wound. So this is dead, and I'm safe.
Okay, good.
I've got 1 action left, and I think I'm going to use this green herb.
Yep, makes sense.
So if I have a look at the text on this, it tells me if I discard this, I can heal a character by 1 level. So I'm going to go back up there.
Okay.
This is removed.
Goes into the discard pile.
And now we go on to the reaction step. And because I've killed all the enemies in the same tile, nothing to react, we're going to draw a card from the tension deck, which hopefully won't be as bad as the last one.
No.
We're all clear.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, back to you.
Back over to me. Okay, so it's my activation now with Leon, and I'm going to spend my 4 actions to move 1, 2 to here, 3 to pick up this item, and it shall be some handgun bullets. Fantastic for me, since I like to shoot 3 at a time. And so my fourth action to open this door and move into the new tile.
Now, the first thing obviously we do is check to see the colour coding of this tile, and we can see from this it's yellow, which means you roll this dice and see against this encounter table and see what you spawned.
All right, well, this is on a 4, we'll go with a 4. What does that get us?
Well, that's going to get us 1 zombie, so that's going to appear here on the closest square marked with an umbrella icon. Now, if there had been multiple enemies, they would spawn evenly on all of the tiles.
Yep. So that's my action phase over. We go down to reactions.
Okay, so this zombie will stumble closer, and because there's still a closed door here preventing these guys from seeing you, they won't move anything.
Okie doke.
And onto the tension deck.
Finish up with the tension deck, and it's tough hide. So
whilst this card is in play, we replace any zombies that are killed with corpse markers. So do you remember from last time, those deadly corpse markers can come back.
Just come back up. Oh, grim. Okay, so that's my turn overward. We've seen how the game plays. We're now going to sort of teleport through to the boss and see what Birkin does.
Okay.
Okay, so Sherwin, we're in the boss fight with Birkin. I'm going to spend my actions as Leon to go 1, 2, 3. Spend my 4th to search through the item deck and hopefully find the key. And hey, there it is.
Fantastic, we can get through the door.
Awesome. So, into reaction steps.
Well, boss enemies don't react the same way as normal enemies.
Okay.
So instead, they don't do anything in this phase, but they do replace the tension deck phase with their own behaviour deck, where they move around and do unique things.
Okay.
But before we do that, we have a look at this relentless rule that's on the William Birkin card, which says before you draw a card, he moves towards the active character, which is you.
Okay.
So he's actually going to go one square closer, and then we're going to draw.
Then
So
we
he's pretty
draw.
dangerous.
It says impale.
That doesn't look so good, does it? So working our way down, we see that he attacks first. It's a range of 1, so any adjacent square, which unfortunately is you.
Me,
And you roll 1 of these red dice trying to evade him.
Okay, so I assume we miss because
Yeah,
it doesn't
sure.
roll very well.
Absolutely. So you take 2 damage as a result
damage.
of that. Bosses hit a bit harder than standard enemies.
Puts me 2 off death.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eek.
And crucially, he's blocking the way to the door now. You can't move through him.
No.
So it's up to me to try and draw him away.
Okay.
So in my activation, I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to make an attack with this shotgun that we picked up on the way. So I'll drop this down by 1. And I roll 2 of these red dice when I make an attack with the shotgun. And I do 2 damage whether I get a single hit or a double hit.
Okay.
So let's assume I did that.
Yep.
And I damage him. Now that's where his second rule on his card comes in, which is this weakened state card.
Yeah.
Now that means every time he takes damage, we shuffle in 1 of these weak swipe cards into his deck as he becomes weaker.
Okay.
These are a lot nicer than the normal
Than
attacks.
that impale, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's done that, and I'll shoot again in my next action.
Yep.
And let's say I miss this time.
Okay.
Because I've missed, he will still move towards me like a normal enemy. So he's going to go to here
Okie doke.
because he can move diagonally, and then let's draw a card from the behaviour deck. See what happens.
It's double swipe.
Oh dear, so he's going to move towards me, and then he's going to make 2 more attacks. Each time I can only dodge a 1 blue.
Okay.
So let's say I roll that.
Yep.
So I'll take 1 damage from the first,
Because you didn't dodge it,
and the second one I did dodge it.
so no damage there.
But that does at least leave the way to the RPD open.
Yeah, so I can walk forwards. 1, 2, unlock for 3, and I am out of here. Okay. And there you have it, guys. That's a taster of Resident Evil 2, the board game. I hope you guys at home now have a better understanding of how the game plays. And Sherwin, thank you for teaching me how to play Resident Evil 2.
No worries at all, Jamie.